Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Emilia Romagna Sprint at the Autodromo Enzo A. Dino Ferrari in Italy. Welcome to the Emilia Romagna Sprint at the Autodromo Enzo A. Dino Ferrari. Race 5 of 20 for Formula 3 in 2025. The first of the European races, and in fact, I think all the remaining rounds are in Europe. Imola, Monaco, Spain, Silverstone. Imola, Monaco, Catalonia, Silverstone, Red Bull Ring, Hungaroring, Spa, and Monza. So, yep. So I mean, they were in Australia, they were in Bahrain. Now, the continental homeland of Formula One, and 2 and 3. So 30 cars will be lined up for this one, and I have the starting lineup. It's almost not completely ready. I need to write down a qualifying time, but we have some changes in the field. For one, looks like they might have finally found a full-time driver for the number 30. It was the number 28 AIX car, as they have signed former Formula 2 and Formula 3 driver Brad Benavides, who last year won the Euro Formula Open Championship. And also as Javier Segura, who is driving the number 20 for number 26 for AAX Racing, has been replaced with James Headley, who has a lot less experience. But hey, all right. Hold on. We're almost at that starting time. Okay, 10, 2.71. All right. Formula. Okay. 3. And okay. So, all right, starting 30th, driving the number 11 for Campos Racing, 19 years old, from Bangkok, Thailand, Tasanapol Interpuvasak. Starting 29th, driving the number 27 for AAX Racing, 22 years old, from Foligno, Italy, Nicola Marinangeli. Starting 28th, driving the number 6 Trident car, 19 years old, from Monte Carlo, Monaco, but representing Austria, Charlie Wirtz. The Monegasque-born Austrian, as I'd say. Starting 27th, driving the number 16 for high-tech Toyota Gazoo Racing, 18 years old, from Shenzhen, China, Gerard Z. Actually, I need to check something, because there's been a thing with the owner of High Tech is being under investigation, thing for money laundering. Starting 25th. Oh, shite. Hold on. 25th. Okay. Starting 25th. Driving the number 31 for Dams Lucas Oil. 18 years old, from Singapore, Christian Ho. Actually, I even skipped over 26th. Driving the number 30 for Dams Lucas Oil. 21 years old, from Lima, Peru, Matias Zagazeta. 224th, driving the number 22 for Van Amersfoort Racing. 19 years old, from Leiria, Portugal, Ivan Dominguez. Starting 23rd, driving the number 26 for AIX Racing. 21 years old, from Bournemouth, United Kingdom, James Headley. Starting 22nd, driving the number 23 for Rodan Motorsport. 19 years old, from Geneva, Switzerland, the Swiss-born Brit Callum Voisin. Starting 21st, driving the number 20 for Van Amersfoort Racing. 17 years old from Saint Etienne, France. Théophile Nail, I think is how you say it. Starting 20th, driving the number 9 for Art Grand Prix. 18 years old from Bundoora, Australia. James Wharton. Starting 19th, driving the number 15 for High-Tech Toyota Gazoo Racing. 20 years old from Camden Town, Austria. Joshua Dufek. Starting 18th, driving the number 29 for Dams Lucas Oil. 17 years old from Pisa, Italy. Nicola Lacorte. Starting 17th, driving the number 7 for Art Grand Prix. 19 years old from Wassenaar, Netherlands. Lawrence Van Hoopen. Starting 16th, driving the number 14 for High-Tech Toyota Gazoo Racing. 19 years old from Hoxend, Norway. Martinius Stenshorn. Starting 15th, driving the number 1 for Prema Racing. 18 years old from Monte Belluna, Italy. Brando Badur. Starting 14th, driving the number 28 for AIX Racing. 23 years old from Fort Lauderdale, United States. Brad Benavides. Starting 13th, driving the number 19 for MP Motorsport. 18 years old from Bièvres, France. Alessandro Giusti. Starting 12th, driving the number 18 for MP Motorsport. 18 years old from Catalunya, Spain. Bruno Del Pino. Starting 11th, driving the number 17 for MP Motorsport. Sorry, number 17. 20 years old from Hamburg, Germany. Tim Tramnitz. Now in the top 10, starting 10th, driving the number 5 for Trident. 20 years old from I don't even know how you pronounce it. Recife, Brazil. Rafael Camara. Starting 9th, driving the number 21 for Van Amersfoort Racing. 21 years old from Guadalajara, Mexico. Santiago Ramos. Starting 8th, driving the number 4 for Trident. 18 years old from Loja, Finland. 17 years old from Copenhagen, Denmark. Noah Stromsted. Starting 7th, driving the number 8 for Art Grand Prix. 18 years old from Loja, Finland. Tuukka Tappinen. Starting 6th, driving the number 24 for Rodan Motorsport. 18 years old from Christchurch, New Zealand. Louis Sharp. Starting 5th, driving the number 25 for Rodan Motorsport. 21 years old, the British-born Pole, Roman Belinsky. Starting 4th, driving the number 3 for Prema Racing. 18 years old from New York City, United States. Uga Chukwu, the highest starting rookie. Starting 3rd, driving the number 2 for Prema Racing. 20 years old from Monterrey, Mexico. Noel Leon. Starting 2nd, driving the number 12 for Campos Racing. 18 years old from Sofia, Bulgaria. Nikola Solov. On pole, driving the number 10 for Campos Racing, with a pole time of 92.71 seconds, which is an average speed of 118.43 miles per hour, or 190.62 kilometers per hour. 21 years old from Les, Spain, Mari Boya. That is your starting lineup for today's Emilia Romagna Sprint. Alright, now let me load up ESPN Plus. Oh, not yet. That's the Spanish version. No, I'm not doing that again. Let's see how it's going, I guess, on the Spanish side, though. Cars are lined up on the grid. Come on, the American broadcast has to start soon. Or maybe it's not, but I guess I'll start in another window. Why not?
Atención a este partido, este hombre, Bruno del Pino, 18 años, cumple 19 recién en junio, y que tiene antecedentes deportivos en la sangre, porque es el sobrino de Pedro de la Rosa, el ex piloto de Fórmula 1, que hoy es asesor deportivo de la escuadra Aston Martin.
Del Pino y de la Rosa.
Vienen del bosque los dos.
No es un chiste,
no,
¿de
no,
verdad?
no, en absoluto. En absoluto.
Podría hacerlo tranquilamente.
Sí,
bueno, veíamos el trailer número 4. Se ha tomado nota por una posible infracción.
Oh, there we go. I got it. We got the English. Or thought I did. Hold on a minute.
But it's been a bit of a mixed
There we go.
So far. Examples of that is that
today's race is 18 laps, so 54 miles, or 55 miles, or 88 kilometers.
All of them have had one non-classification or DNF, so it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy season so far with the new F3 car. The car's very popular with the drivers and teams, but it's jumbled things up. This weekend is going to be the beginning of the sort of the end game of the championship, I think.
Yeah, so just as Pierce said, there are a couple of things to pick up on.
So just under 30% distance of a regular Formula One race.
So results will be, of course, provisional, as they always are. Let's go through the grid first of all, though. To center point, Kubizak had his lap time deleted for bringing out the red flag. He'll go off the back alongside Italian driver Nicola Marinangeli. Charlie Burt's not a good qualifying for him. Out of the top 12 for the first time, Gerard G is alongside him on his first visit to the circuit. Matthias Agazeda alongside his Dams Lucas Oil teammate Christian Ho. Those two have been in the points so far this season. And then we have Ivan Dominguez, and we welcome James Headley for the remainder of the season for AIX Racing. Callum Voisin, he is third in the championship, but down in 22nd. Teofil Nall has been on the podium this season, but he's down in 21st. James Wharton yet to score this season, and he had problems in practice. He's alongside Josh Dupek. Nicola Lacorte,
Looking at the map of Imola, because it's a European circuit, it's one of the first ones we have where a lot of the track corners have names. So it's a start with the first turn is basically not even a turn, it's a kink, the Variante Bassa. They then go to the next three turns is a left-hander, well, a series of turns that start for the left-hander, the Variante, the Tamburello chicane. Then turns 5 and 6, Variante Villeneuve, named after Gilles Villeneuve, the famous Canadian superstar. Then the hairpin called Tosa. Turn 8 is a kink, going into the left-hander turn 9, the Paratella, another kink in turn 10. Then the Aqua Minerale turns 11, 12, and 13. Then a chicane at the Variante Alta, leading to the two Ravazza turns, which then lead into one last small turn, turn 19, to the start-finish line.
It's bumpy around here, so that's one thing the drivers have to contend with. We've seen a fair few drivers taking...
Once again, I have to be quiet.
And over the curves through practice and qualifying already this weekend. You can't get away with that in the race. If you dip a wheel to the gravel, you're really going to struggle. Probably fall backwards through the race. And also, DRS down towards the Tamburello corners is the main overtaking opportunity.
We see them coming round at Tosa now. This is the formation lap. We are building up to the sprint race. And whilst we do that, let's hear from our top three who we caught up with after qualifying yesterday, starting with third place, Maribor.
Oh, so they had to adjust. Okay, I didn't know if there were any penalties. So Mari Boya was starting third, which means that I'm guessing that several drivers had. So he'll be 8th tomorrow. That's Tim Tramnitz. So that means the pole sitter is probably Bruno Del Pino for this one. His time was a 132.78. So 118 miles, 0.34 miles per hour, or 190.48 kilometers per hour.
Track to overtake. Seen from last year, there was a few safety cars, so I'm looking forward for that. But also head down, and I need to just.
Wonder where I realized I thought I turned my stream audio off from YouTube just to make sure that's the case.
Or whatever. Just maintain my head down and just push every single lap.
Bruno Delpino said it himself, Piers. It's a difficult track to overtake. This will be their only DRS zone.
Yes, the DRS zone out of the last corner will open somewhere at the start-finish line, and it takes you down towards Tamburello. We saw most overtake moves be made on the outside, actually.
So yes, there's one detection zone,
around there was favoured, but it's quite hard to overtake as Delpino
which is coming out of, it is the turns after the Variante Alta. It is right at the straightaway after the Variante Alta, with the DRS zone then being deployed down the front straightaway.
was pretty powerful down the straight when you weren't in the train. Remains to be seen exactly how that will play out this year with the new Formula 3 cars this year, so slightly different to last year, but I imagine it's going to be somewhat similar. We saw opportunist moves being made around the rest of the circuit, but normally higher risk moves. Callum Voisin, who's third in the championship, starts further down the order. He didn't finish after contact down at Tosa, so you have to choose your moves wisely. That is for sure. It's a narrow circuit around here.
A race where staying out of trouble could really reward you. Okay, this is Formula 3. This is round 3. This is the sprint race. We have reversed the top 12 from qualifying, which puts Bruno Delpino on pole position alongside Tim Tramnitz. Points will go to the top 10 on the grid. 10 points for the winner, down to 1 point for 10th place. We will give a point for the driver who scores the fastest lap. It's going to be 18 laps or 40 minutes, whichever comes first.
Oh, 18 laps or 40 minutes. All right, yeah, F3 races are just that short.
After 1 lap of racing down this start-finish straight towards turn.
I mean, theoretically, if they're running at pulse speed, it could take less than half an hour, but they won't. So, all right, green flag at the back of the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. We're green at Imola. Good start for Delpino as he tries to break away. Tramnitz trying to get a move on the outside as they head to Tamburello. He gets blocked. They'll make it through that turn pretty well. Tramnitz still trying to make a move. Delpino not budging. They go to Tosa and they make it through fine. We got a car running off. That's the number 7, I think. Number 7. Yeah, Lawrence Van Hoopen. All right. Head down to the Piratella. Next comes the Aqua Minerale chicane. Yellow flag declared. And heading towards the Variante Alta. And then to the double Ravazza. And then they go across the finish line and they do it all again. Ugo Ugachuku, he's in 6th, trying to make a move around teammate Noel Leon to his inside. Can't make the move around the outside in the Tamburello, so he holds on, he stays in 6th.
Yeah, we're seeing the DRS not open this first time by, it'll be open next time, but using the slipstream to get alongside, but couldn't get that move done. Very close to the two Prema teammates. They've struggled this year so far, Prema, but look much better this
DRS has been enabled. As I said, there's only one DRS zone, and it's on the front straightaway, and it's triggered after the Variante Alta.
It's been a great second and third sector of the first lap for Delpino. He's nearly extended his gap beyond DRS. We see Voice. It's a sharp fighting. That is sharp fighting with the McLaren car of Ugachuku.
Yeah, so Ugachuku there and Sharp fighting fighting away with each other. Great battling going on between the American Ugochukwu and Sharp as they head up towards the Variante outer chicane. It's Del Pino ahead of Tramnitz. Over the chicane we go. Here we go on board with Ugochukwu. Down towards Rivanza. We ride on board with the American now. Noel Leon is just ahead of him. You have to be within 1 second to get DRS. And Ugochukwu well within that now. So is Tim Tramnitz.
Most of the field will be fine for DRS. Well, yeah, I said most. There they go, down the front stretch. This is where they'll get it. Tramnitz trying to get around the outside as they head into Villeneuve. It's Tramnitz who takes the lead here at Imola on the third lap of 18. Mari Boya is sticking close to them. Ooh. Louis Sharp passed both Ugochukwu and Noel Leon, and Ugochukwu has passed Noel Leon.
Ugochukwu right in the slipstream of his teammate ahead here. Uses DRS, goes to the outside as we see the often favoured move. That's because the drivers defend the inside or fighting with the car from the middle of the Tamburello chicane, but gets the move done. And that poor exit for Leon was what allowed Belinsky through. And Sharp actually managed to get good 2 places for the price of 1 there.
Yeah, Louis Sharp up into P5. Yet to be in the points this season, but is he about to change that today? The Rodin Motorsport driver. Del Pino under big pressure here. He's dropped 7/10 back from Tramnitz, and Mari Boya senses a move is coming. Take a job, mate. Come on.
Louis Sharp getting encouragement from his crew. Lap 4, 15 laps to go. Del Pino has DRS, as does most of the field. Del Pino trying to pull the inside, the opposite of what Tramnitz did, but he can't do that.
He's lost the lead, but if he can stay within a second of Tramnitz, he's got a good chance of a podium.
Certainly so, and also last year, don't forget that we saw a bit of front right graining about 2/3 of the way through this sprint race from about lap 12 onwards. Track temperatures a little bit lower than they were last year. We're looking at early 30s at this early stage, first thing on Saturday morning. But those drivers that are very quick at this early stage, I'm looking at the likes of Sharp and the Premers, they might struggle towards the later stages. That remains to be seen. Let's have a look at the start once again. Actually, a very good launch off the line from Boya, but he decided to tuck in and get the slipstream from the 2 M3 cars ahead. Then we had the 2 Rodin cars of Belinsky and Sharp going side by side in the grey and black cars further back. 2 by 2 through the middle and back of the field. Everyone did very well to get through that first section relatively unscathed. We ride on board James Wharton, who's had a tricky weekend so far. Looking around the outside of the first part of the field now. Still side by side with the car on the left. That was one of the VARs that dipped a wheel in the gravel. That was the
Yeah, that was Van Hoopen.
That's Ron Van Hoopen. So Van Hoopen fell away a little bit in the early stages. He had a tricky weekend. Was it Van Hoopen that went wide again?
Ooh, it's, yeah, one of the VARs instead of Ivan Dominguez.
That was that yellow flag that we saw early on. But
Okay, but Dominguez got it going. What lap are we on? 5. Del Pino still fighting Tramnitz for the lead. Louis Sharp still in 5th. Oh, we have a caution. No, we have a problem now on track. Nicola Marinangeli in the number 27 AIX car. So, caution flags are out. Oh, there's a tire missing. That's interesting and bad.
Generally, we don't like to see loose wheels.
the race at this
Safety
stage.
car.
Safety car
Okay.
is out.
So they'll line up the field behind the safety car until they can clear everything from the 27 off, and then they'll do it again. Mind that right now we have 14 laps to go. The race is a quarter over. They don't go to sprint for nothing.
I've started, so I'll finish. If we do end up getting a full safety car at any point, there's a 100-meter board on the way down to Ravazza 1, which is that first of the two left-handers in the final sector. The drivers must stop weaving after that board. It must be single file, no weaving from there for safety reasons. But for now, it'll be a virtual safety car, so that won't play a part, as everyone is just equidistant at a much lower racing speed. Will this give us a reason why Maranangeli potentially lost that wheel? He's either already started to feel something's not quite right, or that trip through the gravel has dislodged something. It's hard to tell at this angle. It looks like that wheel was attached at that stage and then made a bid for freedom on the exit of Tosa.
Well, he's gone through the gravel at some speed there, and possibly that's caused something to go wrong. The wheel nut then came off the car.
There we go, yeah, you can see the wheel nut running across circuit. That was hit by one of the other drivers, actually. Yeah. So the wheel nut was on circuit. Hard to say whether that was a cause and effect of the gravel, or cause or effect. I'm sure we'll hear about that maybe later on. But the marshals looks like he might be going full safety car, actually. Yes, safety car is on circuit. So it is a full safety car, and that will allow the marshals and team to collect all of the errant parts of the AIX car.
Well, your point then, what we were talking about, and we were talking about this before the race, got to be careful going down to Ravazza on the restart. So Tim Tramnitz will lead us round. Let's go through the top 10, because those are the drivers that are going to score points. It's been a very frantic start to the race. Tim Tramnitz taking the lead away from his teammate, Bruno Del Pino, going into Tamburello. But since then, Del Pino has been applying the pressure to him. Mari Boyer, Nicola Solov and Louis Sharp, all very much a part of that lead battle. You could say any one of those five before that safety car came out could have won that race. However, what this has done is Ugo Chukwu and Noel Leon have now been able to bridge the gap to the top five, because they had just slightly lost touch with them. So this is going to make that very interesting. They'll bring with them Roman Belinsky and, of course, the rest of the field. Roman Belinsky in 8th place in the points so far. Tuka Tapanen, who's set up nicely on the grid for tomorrow. And then we have Noah Stromsted. We cannot forget, of course, Rafa Kamara. He's yet to score in a sprint race, but he's just sat there in 12th. He's yet to make his impact on this race. Will we now see him start to do that? James Wharton is going well, up 4 places. We can see our winners and losers in terms of positions gained and lost down the left-hand side. James Wharton, who needs to start getting some points. He's getting up there in terms of positions. 4 gained so far. Full safety car is out to retrieve the wheel and the car of Nicola Maranangeli. But Tim Tramnitz will now, it appears, start to be thinking about that restart.
He'll already be planning how he's going to do it. He knows his teammate is right behind him as the marshals collect that stray wheel nut. So hopefully we'll get going at the end of this lap. But he'll have to plan it. We saw last year there was it Noel Leon that actually got a penalty for weaving after that 100-meter board. Choosing when to go is crucial. If you go too early, you might catch the safety car, and that then is dangerous, and you'll have a penalty. You go too late, and it gives everyone a chance to be right underneath your rear wing, so that you'll be vulnerable down to turn number 1. The first time we go green won't be DRS. That'll probably be enabled the second time past the pits. But if you're leading this, what's now 29-car grid, you are the only one who doesn't have the advantage of a slipstream, so everyone's going to be hunting you. But it is also the best track position in terms of positioning. You can control the race. Tramnitz will be happy that he's managed to take the lead. He currently sits second in the standings ahead of his teammate Rafael Kamara took pole yesterday and is down in 12th place. It's a good position for now.
What we did see, though, is Noel Leon really got mugged down to the first corner in terms of losing that DRS, and he lost 2 places to Sharp and Ugo Chukwu. So he's got to make sure he takes advantage of that first lap when we don't have DRS, just to try and bridge a gap, because Noel Leon losing 2 places on that first lap. Louis Sharp, got to say, going really well there. Del Pino likewise, he's up from Eurocup 3. Sharp is a GB3 champion as well. So highly ranked coming into this season, winning that GB3 title. Two rookies right up there in the top 10. Noah Stromstead, likewise, he was rookie champion in Freka last year. Tuukka Tappinen stepping up from that championship as well, where he was on the championship podium. So we've got some really talented rookies within that top 10.
Yes, there's a lot of talent in this grid. Some new drivers, some returning drivers. Solov's sort of sitting there, just biding his time at the moment. He's an experienced driver in this F3 championship, and he will be trying to bridge that gap into the podium, and if at all possible, get that, as you mentioned, record-breaking win. Will it be one more time by the safety car as that Maranelli car is still being retrieved? Let's have a look in a bit more detail. So this was the initial thing that we saw. Oh, actually, I think that wheel looks loose already. I saw it just wobble slightly on the rim as he went into there.
I wonder if he's made contact.
The thing is, it's very unlikely that would undo your wheel nut, even if you have contact. Normally, if you have contact and the wheel comes off, there's some other damage. But the wheel nut being completely loose by that, I mean, I don't. It's hard to say, but normally that's just a slight finger trouble, I think.
We'll find out. I'm sure we will get news from the team after they've done their investigations as to what's happened. For now, all we do know is Nicola Maranelli is sadly out the race. A home weekend for him. Really unfortunate, but the fans still have the likes of Brando Badaware to cheer on and Nicola Laporta.
We mentioned earlier in the race that Callum Voisin, he had a DNF here last year, came into contact down at Tozer, and that ended his race. He had poor qualifying. He was arguably the fastest of the three road-in drivers in practice in the first round qualifying, but then had a spin on his final lap, which left him down the order. He was trying desperately to make moves earlier on in this race and came into contact. I think he's still got some front wing damage, but has carried on. But he's going to struggle to make much more progress in 24th with that front wing damage.
We saw the live championship there. This would close the gap between Tramnitz and Kamara to 16 points. But Kamara in 12th, he's not going to worry about that at all, because he can start on pole position tomorrow. Right, safety car is ending. Tramnitz needs to take full points here in terms of his championship. He sits second in the standings so far. He'll know that, but he's got a queue of drivers behind, all wanting to get on that top step of the podium. First in them is his teammate, wanting to get that first taste of a Formula 3 podium right there. Bruno Del Pino. Mari Boyer wants to return there, having been there before. And then we've got the Red Bull Junior wanting to be the driver who's been there more than anyone in Nicola Solov. Okay, here we go, down to Ravazza, and Tim Tramnitz has gone through the first part of it, and he's absolutely nailed that restart out of the final corner and down the start-finish straight. We are back underway and racing in this Formula 3 sprint race at Imola. On to lap 9 we go as they fire their way past the pit wall, and Nicola Solov has the run on Mari Boyer. The Red Bull Junior going by the white Campos, and Nicola Solov is going to get his way onto the podium places, or is he? Mari Boyer braver on the brakes, and he holds on to third place, Pitts.
Wow, brilliant defensive move there from Boyer. Looked like the move was done from Solov, but Boyer just rolled off the brakes. I think Boyer might have an issue. Yes, he's slowing down. We saw something similar to this with Leonardo Fornaroli last year, but it looks like he's just lacking power at this stage. We'll keep an eye on that for now, but it puts Solov up to third and Sharp into fourth place. He's in a brilliant race. He's up 4 or 5 positions now, and he's looking at the back of Solov for a podium.
Mari Boyer clearly struggling with something, but Matthias Zagazzetta, we may see that safety car straight back out onto the circuit, because Matthias Zagazzetta is off at one of these chicanes, it looks like. And Mari Boyer, though, tumbling down the order. He's off at Tamburello, I understand, Zagazzetta, and Mari Boyer has gone from the podium places in the space of a few corners all the way out the points, and it might be possible we see him coming straight into pit lane here, because he is really struggling out there. Into the chicane we go, Variante Alta, and that is Alessandro Giusti in the Williams colours, going side by side with one of the McLaren juniors there. Down the hill we go, and look at Mari Boyer, he's really struggling. Heartbreak for the Spaniard. It's just not going well for him at all this season. Safety car is out, and that might give him a chance to investigate within that car and with his team on pit wall what on earth is going on. Out front, though, we know Nicola Solov has got by, and he now has a chance to bridge what was a 2.4 second gap to the leaders. Mari Boyer is in pit lane, Pitts.
issues for his car, and also into the pits is Callum Voisin, I presume also to get that front wing fixed. As you can see, the damage that he clocked in the first lap is still remaining. Good opportunity for those drivers both to take stock and find out what's going on. Boyers turned the engine off. You can see the disappointment in the body language. He looks like he's out of the race. I think Voisin will rejoin the back of the pack. Yes, he will. So he'll get the advantage to be able to join everyone else and have another go at this race. Although with only 8 laps remaining at the moment, after this safety car, probably 6 laps, it will still be a struggle for him to get in the points.
Sensible decision from Voisin and that experienced Rodin team. Half-bred married Boyer. He's out. He joins Nicola Marinangeli, and he now joins Matthias Zagazzetta, who has gone out. Let's find out what happened to the Dams driver.
He's gone on very early, and that front right is not attached the way it should be, flapping around. That suggests to me there's been some sort of contact down towards the Tamburello chicane. He was on the right-hand side of the circuit, but with damage to the right-hand side of the car.
So, great. I got so distracted that I forgot. I didn't see that we went green. And then we had another problem with the number 30 car. Matthias Zagazzetta on lap, I guess, 9? Lap 9. So, we're more than halfway through the race. Tim Tranitz is the leader. Bruno Delpino second. Nicola Solov is third. Fourth, Louis Sharp. Fifth is Ugo Ugachuku. Sixth, Noel Leon. Seventh, Roman Blonsky. Eighth is Tuka Tappinen. Ninth is Noah Stromstad. 10th is Santiago Ramos. Looks like they're in, I think, the 2 Rabazzas right now. All right, now they'll have 8 laps to go.
This triple header, it's a momentum thing, isn't it? As a driver, you'll know this from your experience, Piers. If you can start with a good race in the first of 6 races you're going to do, I'm sure it just builds momentum in terms of your confidence, and you can work from that.
Confidence is a real thing in terms of performance for these young drivers. There's no doubt that all of these drivers on the grid have an immense amount of talent and skill that they've practiced over the years in lower formulas, so they can drive these cars all to within a couple of tenths. But confidence is the thing that allows you to turn up at a weekend, hit the ground running, and then deliver when you need it. And if you can, especially in a triple header like this with 3 races in 3 rounds in 3 weeks, you can get some momentum going. That will really help your championship bid.
Well, it looks like our answer to who was involved with
Okay, the sprint is...
He and Callum Voisin have been noted at turn 2, which is Tamburello for causing a collision.
40 minutes plus 1 lap. Yep.
That's why we've seen him come into the pit later. And I think we can put those 2 together, and that is why we saw the pit stop for Voisin and Zagazzetta off.
We look ahead now to the second safety car restart this time. Tim Tramnitz did a very good job. He actually went at exactly the same point that Harry Ten Voorde did last year in the Porsche Motor 1 Super Cup race into the entry of Ravatza 1, and it was very effective.
Safety car is ending after this lap. So they will have 7 laps to duke it out for the win, assuming we don't have another safety car. Looks like there's the collision that caused Zagazzetta out. I guess it was caused by Callum Voisin, so he's been noted. Wait, I didn't even realize Mari Boya is out. I was wondering, there was like something missing there. He's out in 28th.
Ready to go, green flag racing for 6 remaining laps.
Here we go then, and there you see Tim Tramnitz now.
So they're coming to the double Ravatza.
Ready to go, and just like
here they go.
He gets his foot down into Ravatza 1 and out of Ravatza 2. That looks like a very good restart once again. We are back green here at Imola once again.
There we go, with 7 to go.
The FIA Formula 3 Championship at Imola in the sprint race, and Tim Tramnitz has left his MP Motorsport team.
I see one of the Tridents trying to pass the Van Amer. I think that's a Van Amersfoort car. So that'd be Tappinen on Belinsky. That was not successful.
A great restart for him. DRS will be open at the end of this lap. You've got to be within a second to use it, but it's Tramnitz from Delpino. Solov is the Red Bull Junior. Louis Sharp trying to get his first podium, and then it's Ugachuku and Leon next behind that with Roman Belinsky after that. A tidy restart from all of them. And you'd have to say any one of those top six could win this one.
Absolutely, anyone in the top six has got a chance at this one. Although the MP duo at the front of the field of Tramnitz and Delpino look strong at this stage. The two safety car periods that we've had will help with the tyre degradation. Medium Pirelli tyres this weekend. We saw a bit of graining last year.
Just update the running order real quick on here.
That's the second of the Prema
Fixed
cars.
it.
Noel Leon, who's dropped down a few places from his grid slot of fifth. He's down one place actually. He didn't move up after the start. Look at the amount of curve these cars are using, jumping over the gap in the middle.
Yeah, all the cars are going over that curb.
We disliked that bollard yesterday in practice and completely wiped it out. But today they've been a bit better behaved.
Delpino could be under threat here if he does not start to close this gap down. He's 7/10 back, and Nicola Solo.
Well, he'll have the Oh no, he doesn't have the DRS. It's not enabled yet. Coming out of 6 to go.
He'll know that. He'll try and start to put Delpino under threat next time round. He would have DRS piss.
It's critical that Delpino stays within a second of Tramnitz at the front of the field. If he drops back past a second, then
He's toast.
The DRS, and then he'll be pretty much a sitting duck for the likes of Solov, Sharp, Ugachuku, and Leon.
Delpino doing a great job. Rookie driver. If he can hang on to this podium, it would be a superb result for the Spaniard. And he's doing a great first sector. Came through the first chicane really well there. It's Louis Sharp, if anything now, who's putting the pressure on. Third-year driver Nicolas Solov in that black and white Rodin Motorsport car. There is confirmation we have DRS enabled once again. Ugachuku likewise wants to pass. You don't know who's going to make the first move in all of this. We will have to wait and find out. Up the hill we go towards Piratella. Kamara trying his best to get by Santiago Ramos. He knows his big day for points is tomorrow as they head down through Aqua Minera.
Tramnitz set the fast lap of the race on that last lap, showing that as the fuel burns off, these Pirelli tyres are holding on.
Right now it's just kind of a train.
He can to break the toe and break the DRS.
Going over that curb in the Variante Alta. No, that's not Variante Alta. Damn, I'm trying to make sure I know these turns. That's the Ravazza. All right. Delpino will have DRS.
I'd say Sharp could be going backwards. If anything here, look at Ugachuku in the background. The McLaren Junior right behind him with that silver crash helmet, ready to try and pounce. Delpino, meanwhile, has closed right in. We thought he could be the driver under threat. If anything, he's the one putting his teammate under pressure. We have a battle for the lead going on here, and Tim Tramnitz is now having to investigate his rear mirrors because Bruno Delpino is trying to take the fight to his more experienced.
All right, top 5 in a bit of a breakaway now, where the gap is over a second from 5th to 6th. Tramnitz, Delpino, Solov, Sharp, Ugachuku. Anyway, we're at 5 to go as one of the Premas is off. Noel Leon in number 2. Roman Belinsky by for P6. Tappanen's pass for P7. And Stromstead is by for P8. And Ramos is by for P9. Delpino with the fastest lap thus far.
And you saw a big slide as well from Leon on the exit of Aqua Minerale because his tyres are still dirty from taking a run off of the racing surface, picking up all the grass and dirt.
Variante Alta they go. Tramnitz will probably be fast enough to evade the run from Delpino and might actually break DRS on his own. So it was a run with Tuka Tappanen. Noel Leon could not make the move on the outside. Goes off. All right, 4 to go.
He's down in the last points playing position. And actually, Leon's got back past Santiago Ramos on the final sector of the lap that we haven't seen.
Leon by, I think, Santiago Ramos for 9th.
Belinsky's flying. He's on your screen. Look at him. He's close. He was 8/10 behind Ugachuku, and he's already closed up to the back of the American. He's absolutely flying. He set the fastest lap on this race. He's the last of those 6, and he's definitely in contention for a podium. So is Noah Stromstead. He is the first of those Trident cars. He's right.
Stromstead's an 8th. He's not going to go for the podium.
So we could see a change between those two next time around. Up the hill we come, and Roman Belinsky piling on the pressure on Ugachuku there for 5th place.
From who?
We definitely have seen some damage to one of the cars coming up the hill.
Saying front wing damage.
Exactly who that was, but we might be able to pick it up as they make their
There's a pass. Looks like a McLaren Brando Bador on Joshua Dufek.
Very, very close indeed. Belinsky still very close on the back of the.
Or was that even a pass? It looked like it might have been.
Very good in that final sector all weekend long, getting a good exit out of the final corner, which is putting him in a good position to make the most of that DRS. As we see now some shuffling for a position further back. Tappanen's going to be under pressure from Stromstead as he's lost the DRS to Belinsky ahead.
And Solov has closed right to the back of Del Pino. The gaps are going
All right,
all the time.
3 to go.
In the background, the second of the Red Bull Juniors is Solov close enough. I'll tell you what, possibly the closest is Belinsky to Ugachuku, and in the background, Stromstead right on the back of Tappanen. Moving coming there. Belinsky had to think about it on Ugachuku, but Stromstead is
Santiago Ramos by battling Alessandro Giusti, 10th.
Stromstead goes through. He had DRS. Tappanen did.
Noah Stromstead by Tuka Tappanen for 7th.
Lap 16 of 18. Del Pino, is he waiting for his chance to get a move done here? Is he letting the laps go by? Or is Tramnitz just putting on a really good defense? You need to be within about half a second, it looks like, to be able to take advantage of DRS as they head back uphill. And there you can see the polystyrene where someone had made contact there coming up the hill. Great views as they make their way uphill. Let's try and investigate what happened.
Let's have a look at this. It was in the middle of that pack there. Can't see anything at the moment.
Oh, it was for Nicola Lacorte.
Yes, Nicola Lacorte. It's his front wing end. Yeah, front wing end plates just decided to part ways. We're seeing Voisin getting involved again. Let's have a look at the back of Voisin's car, right in the back of the field.
Ooh.
He's just running over that.
So it was one of the Rodans ran over it. I think it said Callum Voisin hit it.
I think that was Van Houten.
Oh, is it Van Houten? My mistake.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
I mean, in terms of
I think, is that, what turn is that? Oh, that's a double Ravazza. Del Pino is closer than he was before.
everyone got DRS in that front train, yes.
He'll have a better run this time down the front straightaways. We have 2 to go.
Ugachuku's only just got DRS to sharp in front, but he'll be lacking a bit of a toe. So Belinsky's going to have a run down into Tamburello this time. Is he going to be close enough to affect a move? Not quite.
Tapping into Leon, noted for forcing a driver off the track.
Inside the top 7 positions at the moment, as the Rodin cars are very, very strong in race pace this weekend so far. The lap before, when we saw Stromstead get past Tappanen so easily with the DRS down towards turn 1, just proves how good of a job that Tramnitz is doing at the front of the field to maintain that gap.
And that was one major pass. Meanwhile, Ugachuku is still holding on the 5th, but under intense fire from Roman Belinsky.
Here they go. Tramnitz doing a really solid job here to hold on and keep at bay Bruno Del Pino as we ride on board with Roman Belinsky there, all over the runoff curve on the exit.
Ugachuku goes wide. There, Belinsky goes by for P5. Ugachuku loses 6 to Stromstead. 7. Well, he lost a lot of position. No, he's down to 7th. Okay. So lost it to Stromstead. Lost 6 to Stromstead. All right.
To the final lap of the race, he's going to be under pressure from Tappanen, who's going to have DRS down towards turn 1. At the front of the field, we cut back to Del Pino. Let's all look on board Ugachuku. We go to the bumpy first apex of Aqua Minerale. That's almost exactly what
Ugachuku went in the dirt.
but somehow just managed to keep it mostly under.
At least he didn't get it beached.
Continue on, but loses positions to both Belinsky and Stromstead.
White flag is out. Last lap at Imola, and no more DRS to help the trailing cars.
To Tim Tramnitz. Tramnitz has put up a stern defense, but this has been a great drive from young Bruno Del Pino, who is on to take his first.
Tramnitz, I think last year he won. So let's see, last year Tramnitz had a single win, winning the Monza Sprint. Finished 9th in points. Now looking for an early win in the 5th race of the season. See if he can get some ground on points leader Rafa Kamara, who is still not in the points today.
Yeah, last time around, Tappanen managed to get pie on Ugachuku down towards turn 1 while we were watching the onboard of Ugachuku run wide. So the dirt on his tyres plus the DRS meant
MP Motorsport gonna get a nice 1-2 today.
Penultimate lap of the race. We cut back to the man at the front of the field. Does not put a foot wrong so far. Tramnitz, he got past his teammate early on, managed 2 safety car restarts, and has actually extended the gap on this final lap as he comes to complete a sprint race.
Italy's very kind to him. He took his first
To the Ravazza, and then one more turn left to go. It'll be his second win of his career in Formula 3, the first of the season. Here he comes out of turn 19. Tim Tramnitz wins the sprint at Imola. Brendan Delpino second. Nicholas Olov third. Louis Sharp fourth. Roman Belinsky fifth. Sixth goes to Noah Stromstead. Seventh is Tuka Tapanen. Eighth is Ugo Gachuku. Ninth is Noel Leon. And 10th is Alessandro Giusti. Alright, and that does that for that. Next race in 3.5 hours. The same track, but with Formula 2 at its sprint. Thanks for those who showed up. The very few who did. Because I know it's at this point no one's staying up for this. So, BowserJrXD signing off.